Hi, I'm Gopal Kataria, Specialist Periodontist at Melbourne Pericare, and welcome to Periopost. It's a video show which actually helps you keep abreast with the updates in the perio field. Now, today's session is very special. It's because we have a guest speaker today. His name is Dr. Gopal Kataria. He's a Specialist Orthodontist at Orthodontics. Now, why do I have an orthodontist in a Periopost? Well, actually, the truth of the matter is that I'm very lucky to work in a premises where we have an orthodontist as well as a periodontist under one roof. I actually feel that in a dental professional field, we work in boxes, and sometimes it's really important to communicate with referring dentists, with the other specialists. So my aim is to actually help bridge the gap between different specialties. Ortho is very special because it is one of the oldest branches in dentistry, oldest specialist branches in dentistry. The other thing is that many cases that I see today, which are periodontal disease cases, they actually have got a lot of malalignment, malocclusion problems. And these problems have stayed unaddressed. Probably if they would have been addressed, they might not have had such a major gum disease problem. So because of that, I thought it's a really good idea to have another specialist from a field which is strongly related to perio. Okay, so what's the number one correlation between the field of periodontics and orthodontics? Answer, my friends, is in two words: plaque accumulation. Now, if we have improperly aligned teeth, chances are really high that we won't be able to clean them very well, and that results in plaque accumulation. And the problem is, in case of patients who are susceptible to periodontitis, it's a strong contributing factor. It's my great pleasure to introduce you to the guest speaker today. His name is Dr. Gopal Kataria. He's a specialist orthodontist at Orthodontics, and he'll be talking today on early intervention orthodontics. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, Dr. Nupur, for this lovely introduction. And hello everyone, welcome to this new edition of Periopost. My name is Dr. Gopal Kataria, and I will be talking to you regarding early intervention in orthodontics today. I am a specialist orthodontist at Angle House Orthodontics, and I would like to share my philosophy of treatment first with you. I believe in keeping it very simple, so that when we do any orthodontic treatment, we can do it without extraction. We can do growth modification so that the patient can avoid the jaw surgery. And what we have to do for that is, we have to look for some issues at the right age, at the right time. For example, in young children, we have to look for and we have to monitor the habits of thumb sucking or finger sucking. Sometimes we noted open bites, sometimes we note cross bites. So these are the cases which we have to actually pick up on the right time before they become too massive for a complicated orthodontic treatment plan. Sometimes you have to look for ectopic eruptions, means the teeth coming out in the unusual positions, and especially the impacted maxillary canines. Sometimes you have to look for missing teeth and extra teeth. They could lead to further problems in future. Picking up retained ease and missing second premolars can save a lot of complicated treatment in near future, because if those teeth are gone and there are big spaces to close by orthodontic treatment, that could involve a complex treatment plan. So other problem to look for is MIH, which is molar incisor hypomineralization, and if you pick up these cases early by extraction of the affected first permanent molars, we can actually let the second permanent molar growing into the position of the sixes, and that can in future avoid a complex orthodontic treatment plan to close those spaces. Premature loss of the deciduous teeth should not be taken lightly, because when a tooth is lost prematurely, the other adult teeth can move into the spaces, and that can cause to malocclusion. So early crowding, early class 2, and protruding incisors, they also should be addressed as early as possible. And other major thing I would suggest would be early class 3 malocclusion, where it can get the maximum benefit of jaw growth modification to avoid surgery in the future. So why I'm talking about early orthodontic screening? Because we all know by the time the first molars have erupted and they are in a good occlusion, which means the posterior occlusion is established, that is a good time to detect certain habits, crowding, and anterior-posterior discrepancy, because Australian Society of Orthodontists also suggests screening of children from the age of 7 to 8 to look for these problems and then refer or manage as you see is okay. So my take-home message would be timing is very critical, because by early diagnosis we can do early intervention, and that can actually avoid complex treatment plans in future. So this is all for today. And if you have any queries about today's presentation, please email us on periopost.com. We will see you in the next edition of Periopost. And till then, keep smiling. Thank you. Bye.